Welcome to PWR Mailbox. Damian Nelson sitting here alongside David Octavius, the very legend backyard one-time knockout Stevens Hall of Famer, always draft losing and straight edge, not hardcore hero. And between us is Linda Kay. Hi, Linda.
Hi there.
How are you?
Feeling tremendous today.
Is that right? I'm so happy when you wear your championship belt. Have you had any challenges for that belt yet?
Oh, no, not yet. We'll see. This stays on me.
Wow. Does it?
Yes, it does.
The champ is here, ladies and gentlemen. This is a show, of course, where we turn it over to you, the fans. And you can send us your email questions. And they may make this program. So, Linda, let's see which one you picked for this week and what this week's question is and where it comes from.
All right. This week's question comes to us from Ethan Hunt in St. Louis, Missouri. And he asks...
Should we write to Mike?
Mike Hunt?
I used to not care about TNA Impact, but now I watch it every week, just like I do Raw and Smackdown. Do you think TNA is doing better than WWE as far as good shows? Gentlemen?
Is TNA doing better than WWE?
Nope. I'm done.
Look, no, we've been talking about Raw, and you don't know about SmackDown. Main event has been quality-wise good, but what they've told us we were going to get versus what we actually got has not been good as of late. Quite frankly, the 2 hours of TNA programming as their only delivery each week, not counting Slammiversary from this past Sunday, obviously, I think is probably better.
If you look at what they're
digestible.
trying to get across, it's working. Right now, they're invested in making Aces and Eights their own personal NWO.
Yeah, wow.
That's what they're trying to do. And you know what? The babyfaces, some of them are getting over, some of them are getting knocked at the wayside. The problem I have with TNA Impact Wrestling's television every week is it was focusing on Kurt Angle and Sting, and Wes Briscoe and Garrett Bischoff, and some of the other lower card Aces and Eights guys. When you have other talents that you could showcase and do better with.
But also, a couple of weeks ago, too, didn't you not say that Impact was better than that week's Raw?
It was, because that Raw was terrible. It sucked. So
You started this.
I know I did, but let's see what happens after Slammiversary when they do a little bit of a reset, how they're gonna get things ready to go for the Bound for Glory series, because that's always good TV.
Tomorrow night will be interesting, and as you know, Jay Bradley, of course, moving forward in the Bound for Glory series. But tomorrow night, I still think, as we talked about on primetime, that it's time for Jeff Hardy to come back on Live Impact.
Jeff is needed. I mean, he's the star power. He sells a ton of merchandise. He gets a great crowd reaction. But they need to have the other Aces and Eights guys step. Bully Ray is the only star in that group right now.
I would argue with that and say Mr. Anderson's a star.
But
I would say that.
Listen, but
as far as presentation.
Ken hasn't done anything special there yet.
Here's a question which might answer Ethan's question. We are going to WWE Payback on June 16th. We're going to WWE Payback on June 16th in Chicago. We, 4 days later, are going to Peoria, Illinois.
Oh, we are, aren't we? We just lived down there for a week. Be cheaper on gas.
The Impact taping and live broadcast. Which of those two, David Hero, are you looking most forward to? Now, disregard the fact that the man you hate, CM Punk, is going to be a big part of Payback. Don't let that cloud you.
You know what? I honestly, both days are going to be long. There's no question. Peoria is a further drive than Chicago, unless we get the jet.
I'll work on that.
We'll be coming back.
You know
to
what?
Atlantic
It's a coin
City
flip because you know what? I haven't seen the undercard yet for Payback.
Okay.
With Impact Wrestling TV, we kind of have an idea as to who's going to be there. Everybody, for the most part. It's a coin flip. I'm hoping that Impact is better because they need to be better. Impact Wrestling needs to be better than any WWE pay-per-view. They do. They need to create the buzz.
So your answer is no. TNA Impact is not better than Raw or SmackDown right now. Simple apples to apples comparison, not detailed specific comparison.
They were a couple weeks ago.
Once.
But not lately.
Linda?
But that's because they're pushing the guys that shouldn't be being pushed right now.
Linda? What do you look most forward to? The broadcasts that you watch each and every week?
I watch both, but I guess I just gotta stick with Raw.
You're vintage, old school.
Oh, she likes the
Yes.
Fandango deal. She likes that little hip sway.
But honestly, I think Impact does produce more quality wrestling matches on Impact Weekly. Matches.
You know what's going to be interesting is the guys that bring up from NXT lately can go. I mean, they are good in-ring performers that I think will eventually rival the Bobby Roodes, the Austin Aries, the AJ Styles. There's a lot of good young talent coming up.
And if they get better at that, then what does the alternative have?
I mean, right now, The Shield is more over than any 3 guys in TNA Impact Wrestling.
I'm not sure that's fair.
Why not?
Name 3 guys in Impact Wrestling. You're talking 3 in their entirety. They're 3 top talents.
You take 3 guys in TNA Impact Wrestling right now.
Bully Ray, Kurt Angle, and James Storm.
And I think The Shield, as those 3, are more over than the 3 you just mentioned.
Fair enough. Well, that is this week's Mailbox, ladies and gentlemen. And Linda, I think peeps can be a part of this show by doing something.
Yes, they can. You can be a part of PWR Mailbox. Head over to pwrshow.com and click on the Mailbox link at the top of the page to submit your question. Be sure to include your full name and location for consideration to be included on Mailbox. PWR remains the most interactive forum for fans to connect to the world of pro wrestling, and you can also appear on our online PWR Interactive Live broadcasts on YouTube.
Why aren't you on those yet? With Matthew and Meathead.
Her webcam's down.
Get all the details right now at pwrshow.com. Thanks for tuning in to this week's
You don't want pictures
PWR
this
Mailbox. Keep sending pictures.
Did you
You got to put them up.
respond to those few that showed not their face, but their head?
Oh my goodness. Tune in. Thanks for tuning into this week's PWR Mailbox.
Head?
And we are waiting to hear from
I'll
you.
try to get up.
Oh.